Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Daniel Federico Show. Today, probably the Canadians' best day at the Olympics, winning 3 medals, 2 silvers, 1 bronze. We're going to get right into it. We're going to recap it for you over here. And it was the time that everyone's been waiting for. Um, Finally winning some medals consistently, and that's what it seemed like today. I just gotta find where I'm thinking. Where's my stuff at? Here we go. Let's get started with Canada's first medals of the day. The way that they got their first medal, their first silver medal today, was crazy. A wild sequence happened in men's freestyle ski. Australian Cooper Woods beats out Canadian Mikhail Kingsbury to win gold in a bizarre fashion. An absolute bizarre fashion. Woods would end up winning gold off of a tiebreaker. Both athletes finished with a score of 83.71, but the tiebreaker was the turnaround score, or the turn runs. So, like the total score of how they were running down in their turns. The difference was a .7 score. Woods would end up winning gold, and Kingsbury would have to settle for silver. In my opinion, that's a terrible way to do a tiebreaker. I get it. That's the reason, that's the reason why all the scoring is happening, so you can have tiebreakers like this. But wouldn't it be more entertaining, way more electric, if you just let them go do one more run against each other, one-on-one, and then the judges take it from there on one more total score. But no, like it was cool. I've never seen that before. That was pretty bizarre. That was pretty honestly awesome to watch. But it's gotta suck losing out of gold on a tiebreaker like that. The judge scored it the same, and you end up with a silver now. So that is pretty tough. They gotta switch that. In my eyes, you have to switch that. And their second medal of the day, another silver medal in snowboard cross country. Gradin winning by a 0.03 just to win silver. Another great effort. No quit at all. You gotta love to see it by Elliot Gradin winning the silver medal by 0.03 seconds. The Canadians, they were on a mission today. They were on a grind mission today. Strictly grit. And then their third medal of the day, their third and final medal of the day, was bronze in the 5,000, so 5K meter race in speed skating. From New Brunswick, Courtney Sarow won the bronze medal. She had a perfect race, a terrific race from New Brunswick. Courtney Sarow winning bronze in the was it the 500 meter? I think I got it wrong. Yeah, it was the 500 meter, not the 5,000 meter. It was the 500 meter. Courtney Sarow captured bronze from New Brunswick. Terrific race, terrific qualifying rounds that she had, and to really put Canada on her back to win the third medal in one day. 2 silvers, 1 bronze, 3 medals on the day for Canada. Truly fantastic day for Canada, right from the first event of the day all the way to the last event of the day. Hey, the gold's coming soon, Canada. Gotta be a little more patient, but I could feel it. Gold is coming soon. Canada is still in the hunt for their first gold medal of this year's Olympics. They're still on the hunt for their first gold. It's coming. I feel like it's coming very shortly. I think it's coming soon within, I want to say, in a couple days. I think there's 1 or 2 medal events that they are participating in tomorrow. Let me see if I can actually find that out quickly. I'm pretty sure I'm right. There's either 1 or 2 medal events that they could be in tomorrow. Um, let's see. Yeah, okay, here we go. Tomorrow is February 13th, and they have a chance at tomorrow is long track, men's long track, so they have a chance. Their projection is to win bronze tomorrow. They have one event that it's a medal event that a Canadian will be participating in, and that is 10,000 meter long track. They're projected to win bronze medal. Hopefully they switch that. Hopefully he ends up, whoever's racing, I didn't see the name who's racing tomorrow. Whoever is racing tomorrow, hopefully you can do the prediction well and win gold. Or just get on the podium. We need to start rallying up these medals here. All right. But let's go take a look in some other action around the Olympics before we get into the good action, curling and hockey. In women's 5K meter, here's the 5,000 meter race. Italian Francesca Lollobrigida won the gold medal. That's 2 gold medals for her now. That's 2 gold medals for her after winning her first on Saturday in the 3K meter race this past Saturday. Terrific Olympics for the home native Francesca Lollobrigida. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. You know, I'm Italian. I'm Canadian Italian. I would like to say that I could hopefully pronounce these names correctly. I really can't. But yeah, she won the race. She's a 2-time gold medals at this year's Olympics. I'm pretty sure she has actually 2 more events too. So be on the lookout for Francesca because she's trying to go for the hat trick in golds if she does have 2 more events. In women's half pipe, Myles Garrett's girlfriend everyone knows Myles Garrett, one of the best defensive ends, if not the best defensive ends in the National Football League. His girlfriend was participating in snowboard half pipe today, Chloe Kim. But she won silver. She's going home with a silver medal. Gown Choi won gold medal with a score of 90.25 from the judges. Chloe Kim for America got the score of 88. Just 88 around the dot. A score of 88 to win silver. Gown Choi, 18 years old, I'm pretty sure. She's young. This is her first Olympics, her Olympic debut, and she's going home with gold. That's a nice win right there for Korea. Let's go. Congratulations to her. In some other news, let's go check. Let's check with one more. In men's 1,000 meter race, Canadian William Danjanu, hopefully I'm saying that right, went from first to fourth real quick. On the last lap, he led all race long, and then the final lap, he gassed out and was left off the podium. That was very disappointing. He was leading all race. I'm pumped up. Canada's going to win their first gold, what it seemed like. And then he gassed out, or I don't know what happened. And the Netherlands and China, they overlapped them for them to win gold and silver. I'm going to pronounce this name here, okay? Bear with me here. Netherlands, Ens van Ayout won the gold, and China's Sun Long ended up with silver. I have no idea what happened with William Danjanu. That has to be it. Danjanu. I should really spread these words out. Danjanu. I have no idea what happened. That was very disappointing on his behalf. And going from first to off the podium, I'm not going to kick him while he's down because he knows that he's super upset already, I bet. I hope that he has another event because that was almost a perfect race that he was about to have. And, it just just wasn't supposed to be, man. It just wasn't supposed to be his day, and it just wasn't supposed to be his medals or any of them. That's tough. He'll be back though. I bet if he has another race, I should really look into that. If he has another race or not. Let's see if I can go find that over right now. You know what? I don't even want to find out right now. It'll be more catch me by surprise when I watch it. But if he does have another event, be on the lookout for him because he's probably going to come out there and be on the podium. Let's get into some real action here. Some fantastic action. Curling. It was a fantastic curling day. Women's tournament is finally kicking off with Team Canada starting off with an absolute huge bang, beating Denmark 10-4. In the fifth end, the game finally broke open, scoring 4 in the fifth. Canada scored 4 in the fifth end to go up 7-3. Final score was 10-4, and they only needed 7 ends to win this match. Rachel Homan shot 68%, and teammate Tracy Fleury, having a last name Fleury in the Olympics is always fantastic. Marc-Andre, gold medalist for Team Canada. Having a last name Fleury always brings good luck. She shot a beautiful 82% in this game. Team Canada overall shot 75%. Canada 1-0. They will play the 1-1 United States tomorrow. States coming off an 8-4 win over Korea and a 9-4 loss to Sweden. Yeah, let's take a look at the full results from today action. Germany 5-4 over Norway. Switzerland 8-3 over the United States in the men's action. We're going to get into the men's. The Canadian men's had a day off today, but they also will take on the United States tomorrow at 3:05 in the morning. Canada men's 1-0. United States men are also 1-1 now after losing to Switzerland today. Great Britain 6-3 win over Sweden. That was a tough game right there. Now let's go look at the women's. Italy's having a tough start. We're going to take a look at the schedule or at the standings for a second. Italy's having a tough start in the women's tournament. Stefania Costantini struggling. Italy's 0-2 right now. Struggling so far. She's still trying to get back in a rhythm after winning bronze in the mixed doubles tournament. Now she's here. Needs to get back in the rhythm. Italy had a fantastic start to this curling campaign in the mixed doubles, and now trying to bring it over to the women's side. And hopefully that works. Italy 0-2, sitting last place in the standings for the women's action. In the men's, you got Great Britain going off. Canada's 1-0, but it's too early to tell these standings. But let's take a look at what tomorrow's action is going to look like. Canada, we have two big matches tomorrow for Canada. It's 2 rivalry matchups happening. Canada versus the United States in the men's action at 3:05 in the morning. And then in the afternoon, actually not even the afternoon, a couple hours later, 8:05 Eastern Standard Time in the morning, Canada's women's taking on the United States women's. It's going to be a great day for Canada tomorrow. Canada NHLers, the Team Canada Hockey men's takes on Switzerland in the afternoon. That's what the time I was thinking of. And then Canada and the United States men's playing in curling action early in the morning, and Canada and the United States early morning action curling for women's and men's against the United States of America. 2 rivalry games. Canada hockey game in the afternoon. Canada had a terrific day today. We should actually get into it. We're going to talk about some hockey. We'll get into it right now. Let's just make sure I didn't miss any notes. No, I think I'm good. I'm chilling right now. But time for the moment everyone has been waiting for. NHLers, Team Canada hitting the ice with the NHLers for the first time since Sochi Olympics in 2014. And you know what? They dominated right off the bat, Canada. Canada dominating 5-0 with a big win. Bington, 26 save shutout. Every time this guy puts the Maple Leaf on his jersey on, Team Canada jersey on, he turns into an absolute beast. I know he's having a really sluggish year, but every time he puts that Team Canada uniform on, he becomes a different beast. Macklin Celebrini scored his first goal in his Olympic debut, and it was also Connor McDavid's Olympic debut. He had 3 points, all assists in the win. Sidney Crosby, 2 points in the win, both all of assists. But Macklin Celebrini scoring his first goal, 19 years old, and a big 5-0 win over Czechia. Congratulations, man. Canada's win streak with NHLers, pretty sure it improves to a beautifully 11-0 record. And I'm pretty, I saw a stat today on that, and they were talking about it on the broadcast. I'm pretty sure it was 11-0 now with NHLers playing in the Olympics. Canada is on an 11-game winning streak. But let's also talk about the women's played their makeup game as they missed their first game of the round robin action against Finland, just because it had to be postponed because Finland had the norovirus. So in the rescheduled match, women's Team Canada, only game on the schedule for the women's play. Canada dominated, winning a 5-0 against Finland. A massive bounce back game for the women's Team Canada. They will play Germany on Saturday in the quarterfinals matchup. Captain Marie-Philippe Poulin, Philippe Marie-Poulin, potentially has a chance of coming back against Germany in the quarterfinals matchup on Saturday. That's what Coach Troy Ryan said. She practiced today before puck drop this morning. She's slowly getting back into the thing. If she's not back for the quarterfinals, and if Canada moves on to the semifinals, you can see her being back in the semis. But let's go take a look at some other action around. Do I have a schedule from today's results? I do. Let me take a look at it. That's from today's. Canada goes 2-0 on the day. That's beautiful. This was Canada's best day in the Olympics, winning in curling, winning in hockey, winning 3 medals. But in other, the United States absolutely destroying Latvia 5-1. It was a close game going at the end of that first period, and then they just opened up the floodgates in the second period, and a little bit of an injury scare to Austin Matthews, their captain. And I know I held my breath for a little bit because I'm a Toronto Maple Leafs fan, but he looked like he was fine. U.S. beating Latvia 5-1. Germany beating Denmark 3-1. Leon Draisaitl following in his father's footsteps and scoring in the Olympics. Germany 3-1. Let's take a look at tomorrow's schedule. It's finally playoff time for the women's. Czechia, Sweden, 10:40 a.m. 3:10 United States taking on the home nation. Italy in the quarterfinals. Playoff time for the women's tournament. The men's action continues tomorrow. Round robin action continues. Canada, Switzerland, France, Czechia, and a couple other games going on tomorrow. Sweden, Finland, Italy, Slovakia. Going to be a fantastic day for hockey again tomorrow. Canada hoping to go 2-0. They're playing a back-to-back after a dominating day one from today. Game one today against Czechia, winning 5-0. And then the women's also winning 5-0, beating Finland 5-0. Tomorrow, It's going to be another massive day for Canada. In curling, you got the men's and women's teams going up against the United States. That is going to be tremendous. And then in the afternoon, you have Canada going up against Switzerland. Rivalry matches in curling. And then you got the NHLers in the afternoon hoping to go 2-0. Busy day. But let's go take a look at the medal count from today. Norway running away with it. Well, they have 7 gold medals to Italy's 6. Italy's having one of the best winter games I think I've ever seen them or I've ever been alive for. They have 17 medals on so far in the Olympics. The United States are just right there. United States are actually having a great time. Canada sitting 15th, sitting 15th with a total of 7 medals. 3 silvers, 4 bronze, still in the hunt for that gold medal. And that gold medal, whenever they get it, in whatever event they get it, at this rate, it's going to look like it's going to be hockey and women's, or actually not even women's. The United States look like they're going to take it away, but it might be in hockey, men's hockey, that Canada gets the gold medal. Hopefully it comes before that. But yeah, that's the medal account. Hopefully Canada get that gold medal. And whenever they do get that gold medal is going to feel fantastic, especially if they get in an individual event. So whoever wins that gold medal for Canada, you're not winning it for yourself, buddy. You're winning it for your whole country, because we are hoping and praying for this gold medal. Couple events tomorrow. I don't have a graphic for the events tomorrow. I just want to see if anybody highlighted the events that will be taking place tomorrow that I can just take and steal for a second. Because I know about curling's happening tomorrow, hockey's happening tomorrow, playoff hockey, and the women's tournament is happening tomorrow. We're packed up there, but I want to talk about the individual events. If there's any individual events that people should be looking for tomorrow, I can't really see anything right now. I could just go to the website, but what's fun in that one? I have Twitter, and I can go check out if someone tweeted out what's tomorrow. No tweets about what's happening tomorrow, if there's any big things tomorrow. All right, here we go. Here's what's on deck for Friday at the Olympics. Canada, States curling at 3 a.m., 7:30. Women's snowboard cross. That's going to be cool right there. I'm pretty sure that's not a medal event, though. I'm not 100% sure. I don't think it is. I think it's still there's qualifying. 8 a.m., women's curling, Canada, States. And then the 1,000 meter at 10 a.m., and then at 1 p.m., men's free program, Canada, and then hockey and curling for Canada. Canada men's, they have 2 matches tomorrow, one against the States and one against Sweden. 2 curling matches tomorrow, and then Canada versus Switzerland. So not a packed day for the Canadians tomorrow, but there's still lots for these Canadians to watch and Canadians to cheer on for. I have been kind of cheering on for the United States for a little bit, just because they're our neighbors. You got to cheer them on. They have one of the best stories of all time on almost every single athlete. Canada does too. Canada has fantastic athletes and fantastic stories. But just a little bit, when a Canadian's not in an event, but Americans in any event, I'm going to cheer for the neighbors. And I'm going to cheer for America sometimes. Only if a Canadian is not president participating in said event. You guys are going to see me again on Monday. Tomorrow, maybe tomorrow. Saturday, Sunday, no. Monday, yes. Another great week watching the Olympics. Hockey's in full swing. The women's hockey is playoffs time. Curling is off to a hot start, especially for Canada. Both Canadian teams. Hopefully, let's see if Italy can bring it back. Stefania Constantini. She had a terrific mixed doubles play. Hopefully, she could kind of bring that over and get back in that rhythm and bring Italy back up in the women's side after starting 0-2. I'm Daniel Federico. This has been the Daniel Federico Show. I'll see you guys again when I see you guys. Ciao.